Hey guys, what's up? We're back at it again in another video. It is your boy Sammy Lynn, and in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about something. Now, as y'all know, I barely post videos often because I'm so busy with my life. I'm so busy with a bunch of things. I'm so busy with school. I'm so busy with family. I'm just so busy with a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm also busy hanging out with friends. So if you don't see me record videos often, like if you go on my YouTube channel and see that I don't post videos a lot, it's just like I don't feel like posting a lot, okay? Like I will update you guys, but there are some times where I just don't feel like, posting or making YouTube videos because, that's my decision. Like you can't force me to make a YouTube video unless you really want me to, or unless you have something that will motivate me, or in other words, encourage me to finally make a video after a long time of not posting a video. Like that kind of reminds me of how last year I made my final TikTok video for the year, because it was the start of the year. It was the start of the first month of the year. It was all the way back in January. It was January 3rd. It was the day before. No, it was actually 2 days before the disaster happened. I don't want to talk about the disaster, but if you guys wanna no, actually, no. If you guys want to take a guess, then you can go ahead and take a guess. Just go down in the comments below and just comment something random, okay? Like, I really don't mind. I really don't care. I'm really nonchalant about it. So just, comment whatever you think the disaster was. But I'm not going to talk about it in any of my videos because, I'm trying to follow the PlayStation Code of Conduct, and I'm not trying to break any of the rules to a point where I get permanently banned and can't play PlayStation anymore. So, I'm just trying to stay positive and, not do anything crazy that's going to get me banned. And by the way, PlayStation, if you're watching this YouTube video, just like any of my other YouTube videos, I do not condone to any negativity. I do not condone any gun violence. I do not condone any violence. I do not condone any negativity, I don't condone anything negative, so you do not have to worry about me doing anything negative, because I'm a positive person, and the only thing I focus on is the positive. Like, I don't like focusing on the negative, because, that negativity tries to get my mindset and tries to ruin my view on, the world and stuff and the things around me. But we're not going to talk about that right now. The thing we're going to talk about is why I've been on in a while, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So like I said earlier, I barely post YouTube videos. So like I said earlier, if you go on my YouTube channel and see my videos and notice that you don't see me post a lot, it's because I don't feel like posting a lot, okay? Making YouTube videos is a lot of work. Like, I gotta edit, I gotta do all this, and it takes me a couple minutes, and I gotta go into that one editing PlayStation app. I forget what the app's called. I barely use it anymore, but I tried using it for a couple of my videos, but it didn't work so well. The app was kind of stupid, which is one of the reasons I had the PlayStation app. I wish I had the PlayStation app on my phone, and I wish I had CapCut, even though they banned it. Shoot, they're trying to ban everything now. They're trying to ban YouTube. They're trying to ban TikTok. But CapCut, man, really? You really banned CapCut? Wow. You just ruined the whole experience for everybody. Now how am I going to edit videos? I mean, I never used CapCut before in my life, but I mean, I was planning on using it one day, I was really planning on using CapCut one day, and all of a sudden, they're just like, you know what? Let's get rid of CapCut. I mean, come on, bro. Like, is the president not even going to do anything about this? Like, what the heck is going on right now? Like, this is why we should have never voted Donald Trump as, the president of the United States. But anyways, forget about Donald Trump. We're not going to talk about him in this video, because I don't want PlayStation to watch my video and hear me talking about Donald Trump, and then they'd be like, he's talking about a negative person. Let's permanently ban him. Like, I'm not trying to get permanently banned. Like, chill, please. I've been banned 2 times. The first time, you already know why. I told you a whole bunch of times. I told you this on my TikTok account. I made a video about this yesterday, but it was kind of crazy how I exposed it. Not in a crazy way, relax for all you dirty-minded people, but you already know how I got banned the first time I got banned on PlayStation. Like, I don't even need to talk about it. I talked about it like almost a million times now, and I don't want to keep talking about it, okay? Because, like, that is a very sensitive topic, and I don't like talking about sensitive topics, okay? I like talking about positive topics and, just things that, just make me feel good as a person. I don't want to talk about anything negative that is going to go ahead and try to ruin my mindset, and I just don't want that to happen. So, I keep getting distracted, but like I said earlier, the thing I want to talk about is why I've been posting. So let me explain. So it was about like a couple weeks ago. It was about 2-3 weeks ago. It was a couple days before I went to Orlando, Florida. For some of you guys who didn't know, it was about 2 Sundays ago. It was what day it was? What day was it? Let me check. Or actually, I'll be right back. I need to go ahead and check my calendar. Okay, I'm joking. I'm not going to go AFK because I'm in my living room and I got my phone in the living room, my living room in my house. But, let's check my calendar. Let me check my calendar real quick. I just got done sending. I just got done setting a timer because I just got done, taking a shower. And okay, I know y'all didn't need to know that, but forget about that. Let me check my calendar to see what day. Oh, excuse me. I need to check my calendar to see what day that I went to Orlando on. Oh, wait, I remember now. So I just checked my calendar, and I found out that the day that I went to Orlando was April 20th, 2025. That's the day I went to Orlando. It was early in the morning. It was Sunday morning. I think it was like 12, 1, 2 in the morning. Like, it was so early in the morning. Like, bro, I was so tired. I was barely sleeping. Like, just a whole bunch of stuff was going on, and just like, I didn't have a lot of energy. So, me and my mom, we had to pack her things. We had to pack her bags and everything, and we had to go take an Uber, to the airport. Took us like 25, 30 minutes just to get to the airport because we got an airport all the way in Boston. It's like 30, 40 minutes away. So, like, it's like almost an hour away or something. So, we went to the airport. We went to go check in. We went to do a bunch of stuff. We went to go get our bags and everything. And after doing all that, we got on. We got on 2 airplanes. The first one was to Miami. We didn't go to Miami. I wish we could have went to Miami because if I went to Miami, I could have saw, Tony and a whole bunch of stuff. But, the first plane flight was to Orlando. The first plane flight was to Miami, but we didn't actually go to Miami. We checked at the Miami airport. And not gonna lie to you, it was fire. They had the whole Miami Heat souvenir shop, and they had Miami Heat jerseys. They had Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, and mind you, this was during the time of the NBA playoffs, the 2025 NBA playoffs. And for some of you Heat fans, including Tony, I got some bad news for y'all. The Miami Heat have recently been eliminated from the 2025 NBA playoffs by the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't even get or know why or how the Miami Heat, an 8th-seeded team. The last time this team was an 8th-seeded team was 2023, and guess what? That year they made the NBA Finals even though they lost. And let me tell you something else. The Miami Heat were an 8th-seeded team this year. They beat the Atlanta Hawks in the play-in tournament, which means they knocked the Atlanta Hawks out of the playoffs. The Atlanta Hawks were an 8th-seeded team, but they got knocked out of the 8th seed, which moved them all the way to the 9th seed, which means that this is their second year in a row missing the playoffs. They missed the playoffs last year, 2020, and they missed the playoffs this year. They missed the playoffs 3 times in this decade. 3 times. Nah, man. The Hawks just need to get better, even though they got Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, and they recently traded DeJounte Murray not too long ago and a whole bunch of stuff. They traded Bogdanovich for, what's his name? Terrence Mann, and Terrence Mann's pretty good, but, he's not that good as he was on the Clippers, but he's still pretty good, but I didn't want to talk about that. The thing I wanted to talk about was, the plane trips. We already talked about Miami. You already know how that went. It was pretty chill, but we didn't get to actually go to Miami. We only got to go to the Miami airport, and After that, it was just, pretty boring. Okay, I'm joking. I don't know what else to say to you, but the Miami airport was pretty lit, and I looked out and saw how lit Miami was, and trust me, the weather in Miami, I can't lie to you, the Miami the weather in Miami was pretty good. It was pretty fire. And by the way, shout out to the Miami Marlins and the Miami Heat and the Miami Dolphins. But anyways, like I was saying, so we take a second flight, plane trip to Orlando. We get to Orlando, and trust me, the view is amazing. We look out the window, and bro, the sun's out and everything. Like, there's good weather there, and trust me, Orlando's just lit, bro. Like, I know they only got basketball there, but other than basketball, Orlando is lit. Like, Orlando's fire, Universal Studios, Disney World, etc. Just not Universal Studios. Orlando itself, like, the city and Florida itself, it's pretty good. It's one of the best cities in Florida, besides Miami, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, or however you pronounce it, etc. Just there's many good cities in Florida, but I have three favorite, or actually four. I forgot Tampa Bay, but my top four, top one, Miami. I never been to Miami before, but Miami's like the best city in Florida. Number two is Orlando. Number three, Tampa Bay, and then number four, Jacksonville. Why? The only good thing about Jacksonville is rap and football. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Travis Hunter. But anyways, so I wanted to talk about that. The plane trips I went on, and Florida and all types of stuff. Orlando, Miami. We went to Orlando. It was pretty fun. We went in this one hotel. It had multiple rooms. Like, we were in this one room where there were two bedrooms, one for me and my dad and one for my mom. And there was another room. It was all the way upstairs. It was above us. It was Cameron's room and his mom's room. So they were both in separate rooms. Cameron had his own room, and his mom had her own room. And it was fun. We went to Universal Studios. They had basketball there. The basketball court is pretty decent, but other than that, just a whole bunch of stuff was going on. But Orlando was pretty fun and pretty decent. Universal Studios and stuff. And I was supposed to get on the game on Friday, the day we got back from Orlando, but what's it called? I couldn't get on the game because I got in trouble for something that I'm not gonna talk about. But just forget about it, okay? And then Saturday I couldn't get on the game, same reason as Friday. And then Sunday, same reason as Saturday and Friday. But it's all good because I'm back on the game now, and I'm back here to stay, and just record videos and interact with y'all, talk to y'all, and just let y'all know and update y'all about anything. But anyways, I don't got much time left because I gotta go to bed soon, and I'm trying to test out my headset soon. I'm trying to make an account on there and stuff, and I'm also trying to make a TikTok video. I don't got much time because tomorrow is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you, but I don't got much time to talk. But basically, that's the reason I've been gone. I've been busy. I've had a whole bunch of stuff going on, so I haven't been on the game in 2 weeks. But I am officially back, and I'm here to stay. And hopefully, nothing like that happens to me where I can't get on the game for a week, because something similar to this happened all the way back around the end of February. It was February 28th. That day was a Friday. I came back from the gym. I was doing some homework and a whole bunch of stuff. And, we're not going to talk about that either, okay? Let's just talk about, stuff that's going on now and everything. But I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to see y'all. Whole bunch of stuff. But, I'm just happy to finally be back here. So, I love y'all. But, as I said, just a couple seconds ago, I love y'all. I'll see you on the next video. Peace. And also, I'll be making some music and some videos tomorrow. So I'll be making a video tomorrow, whatever. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. And peace. I love y'all. And see y'all tomorrow. Peace. And one more thing before I end the video. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. Peace. See y'all tomorrow. I love y'all.